Hello, this is Leslie Lee, and welcome to Simply Tarot, where I give intuitive advice to empower your life. This is a reading for the air signs, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, for the week of November 11th through the 17th. This is a general reading, so I advise you to look at your moon and your rising sign videos for better clarity on this week. Also, I'll have the timestamps below for your convenience. Okay, we're going to start with Libra. Libra, you have the Six of Cups and the Oracle card Between Worlds. Okay, this looks like a week for you to be a bit nostalgic, to reminisce on the past, on the good times, on the things that were going well for you, the things that you kind of wish you were living now. You're living in your head, kind of going back to those good times, those good old days with the people surrounding you who care for you and support you and love you. And it seems to be hard for you to kind of transition from the past and the wonderful times to the present or possibly the future, because Between Worlds indicates that you're kind of stuck in this space where you're wanting to be back in the past, yet you're trying to take in everything surrounding you presently and in turn trying to prepare for your future. But it seems to be a little bit of a conflict there, because you do kind of miss the good times, the good days, the times when it was easier, things were better or greater or simpler for you. This is a good time to be with children, to tend to your children, to look after your children, or even teach them something new or help them grow or mature in some way. This is a good time to reach out to your parents as well. This week looks like a good time for relationships in general, especially with paternal or maternal figures or children. So if you're a mother or father, it's a good time to get involved with your kids more. And if you're blessed to still have your mother and father around, then it's a good time to reconnect or to connect with them this week and let them know that you support them, that you love them, that you're thankful and grateful for them. It's a good time for that. It also seems like it may be a transition of sorts that you're going through. You're trying to transition into something new, and you seem to be right in the middle of this. Now, what you're coming from can be some sort of relationship, a relationship with an ex or someone from your childhood, someone you grew up with, someone you haven't seen in a while, but you keep thinking about. And you're kind of stuck between the past and the future. You're kind of stuck in this place where you're trying to transition, you're trying to move on, you're trying to possibly even break free from the past, but it still seems to be attaching itself to you or connecting to you in somehow where you can't shake it. And for a lot of you, it's a good thing, because you may consider reconnecting with someone from the past, a past relationship, a past friendship, past loved one. In terms of the week, it seems like a good time to kind of deal with this issue, so you're not feeling like you're between worlds, so you're not feeling like you're stuck and can't transition. So you find a way to move forward and to keep going and moving along your path to what it is you want to achieve, because you don't want to allow the past to kind of keep tugging you back in that time, because it will prevent you from getting ahead in some areas. So good time for just, getting together with family, a good time to rekindle some things or reconnecting with others. And if this is something that may slow you down, you may want to consider finding a way to let the past go. Okay, moving on to Gemini. Gemini, you have the Five of Swords and the Oracle card Peace. Now this is a contradictory, and this is like the ultimate contradictory. So Five of Swords talks about tension. It talks about a sort of like battle, war, conflict. And then you have the Oracle card Peace, which speaks of exactly that. So this week looks like it's a week for you to mend some things. Now, there may have been a situation where you felt betrayed, where you felt like someone stabbed you in the back, like someone didn't have your back, like you were unsupported, especially from someone you thought that should be by your side. A friend, a lover, a family member, someone who you think should have your back at all costs. There may have been a person recently or possibly even this week who may kind of disappoint you in this regard. But this seems like a good time to make peace with it. This person or these people may not realize exactly how they hurt you or how they let you down. And in order for you to feel content with yourself and able to move on along your path, you may need to find some way to bring peace to the situation. Now, if an apology is required in order to move on, then this is something you should seek or something you should think about delivering if that's the case. Or if you think letting go of this situation, these people or this group, if you think that will be the best way to have peace in your life and theirs, then that is something that you'll have to decide this week. But this week definitely looks like a time for getting rid of all the negativity, for getting rid of all the people who bring negativity into your space, for moving into a new, brighter environment where you can continue to grow, when you could put your inspiration to use, where you could communicate clearer with people who are ready to understand you or have that conversation with you. This is a time for peace, definitely. A time to kind of extend that olive branch and try to get things back on the right path. Or if it's not going to work out, don't allow it to hang on. Don't allow it to continue to hover around you, because it will affect that positivity you're trying to grasp. And so if letting it go, walking away is the solution for you, then by all means, this is the week to do so. I definitely see peace in your future, definitely, because this card wouldn't have came up otherwise. And I do feel like in order for that peace to fully connect and fully sink in for you, you're going to have to make some moves and either mend a situation or let go of it. Also, if you have Virgo in your chart as your moon, rising sign, or even your sun sign, you might want to check out that reading for this week as well, because it's pretty similar. Okay, moving on to Aquarius. Aquarius, you have the King of Pentacles and the Oracle card, not for you. Now, the King of Pentacles can represent an earth sign, a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn, who may be significant to you this week or influence this week for you somehow. This also talks about you in a sense that you are kind of scrutinizing your life. You're looking at your situation and the things that are surrounding you, and you're trying to figure out what is not for you, what no longer serves you, what is holding you back, what is something you are able to let go of. This is the result of you trying to clean up your environment, trying to clean up your life, and trying to get 2018 started on a good note. So I definitely see that you are not into playing games anymore. You're not into playing games with people. You're tired of the games in the home, with money, with the workspace. Like, you want to get things on track. You want to be able to connect with things on a positive level. And if that's not happening for you this week, then you're probably going to figure out ways to let those things go or to move on without them, so you can start 2018 in a more positive space. And this I commend you for, because I definitely believe in starting the year off on a good note. And if letting go of some things that are not working for you is how you do it, then more power to you. Also, this is a good time to start practicing saying no. Yes, this can be difficult for some. Saying no to others, saying no to situations, saying no, especially if it's something you feel like you cannot stand behind, you have to speak up. And so you may be working on that. You may come to this realization that speaking up, that saying no, that walking away from certain things, that not no longer going along with certain behaviors and situations is what's best for you. You're seeking authenticity, you're seeking loyalty, truthfulness, and people who are genuine. You want genuine situations surrounding you. So this is the time that you're going to probably think about saying no a lot more often, and it's all for your well-being. So good for you. I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for your likes, for your shares, your comments, and for subscribing. You guys are awesome. I love engaging with you guys, so thank you so much for your support. So with that, you will see me soon.